again. Good morning, Sabu Sabu. And it looks like it might be quite a nice day today. This net is coming to you on behalf of the people of Sabu Sabu and...
So, what is this colorful spaghetti called balolo? Every year. And we are going to fish something that is about 15 centimeters long, but when heated by the sun, it turns into water. We are going to Fiji, the Lau group, Fulanga Island. Also on Fulanga, there are just a couple of places where the balolo is collected. Sounds like voodoo. Balolo. Their leaves are used to braid baskets to keep and carry food, and braided leaves are used for cladding the walls of the houses. The coconut fruit is life. Isn't that face just too cute? But how to get one? Our hosts over the years just ran up the tree and picked a few. Out in the field, they conveniently use stairs.
Gotta have the matchsticks and stuff.
And pressed twice to remove the last bit of cream. The cream goes into fermentation for 24 hours. Wood is about 6 inches in length, but when heated by the sun, gets shorter and shorter until it turns into water. Let me take you on a special trip. When? Palm tree is amazing. First and foremost is the magical image Westerners have of turquoise waters, white beaches and waving palm trees, of relaxation. Rightly so. But it also serves as the anchors for vegetation on the islands, and they hang on against bad weather to the thin topsoil layer of sand which the hurricane so determinedly washes away, if not this year, then the next. Coconuts are bought already husked. With secure ease, the coconuts are opened and drained. Scrape. In the old days, the families would go the day before to these places, which is more or less the same place every year, and sleep out in a fishing camp in order to be right there very early the next morning. A local lady told me, on a quiet night, you can hear the sea crackling. And when you open your eyes, magic swims everywhere around you. The rising of the balolo, the bounty of the sea. Women scoop it up and men prepare the cooking pots. And before very long, the exquisite taste of the balolo can be savoured.
So why don't I just get some of these out?
Which is the real product. These strings of skin are hung to dry. The roof-dried inners are good fire starters. The dried skin is dipped in water to soften, and then beaten to become cloth. This is a daily job, drumming up the airwaves all day. From a strip of plant skin to a cloth. 2 sticks of reed equal 1 cloth. Natural glue, gum from a certain tree, is used.
invite you in 2005. We were here with the house, we were here also. On the island in Hawaii, one guy, we gave him, I don't know what stuff, and then he came back with stuff. It's present for us. He made the whole collection of stuff. Well, this is another.
Like trees or roots, which they are, but they're filled with water. You just chop it on an angle open and the water flows. But the water flow stops soon, and if you were not ready, you missed out. Then you must cut the tube again for your precious drink. So no need to dive first. There's water all around you in the jungle. But not all the trees are water carriers. Therefore, important to sharpen your bush education.
If you cut it.
If you cut it, one cut it from there, and the water will go.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now it runs up to the top.
Yeah.
Is cooked for a long time to soften the fiber. First, the hard outside skin is ripped off. Then the husk is beaten to expose the fiber. Did you notice the smooth working surface? Again, the multi-purpose coconut tree chopped down. The fiber is used to make rope. A few strings of fiber are rolled together on the man's upper leg, and then the twine is used to braid a 3-string rope. The rope is of which one species gives birth. Our guide has seen it. The snake would curl around the branch, then swing its tail with lashing movements, whipping out the babies in all directions to the bush. No poisonous snakes, apparently.
Fast and quick. And then onto the dryer to remove the moist with low heat in order to maintain the good properties of the VCO. The press is filled, then hand turned and finally pumped with all body weight, and the VCO flows. From the first press the humidity test is done. The VCO goes in a heated pot and its reactions monitored. If no presence of water is established, the whole load can be pressed.
Mattresses, now also replaced with synthetic product. Home made mainly from the coconut tree, bamboo and some hardwood trees used as pillars. Colors. Cloth is used like a brush or sponge. On a different island, 2 women painted this smaller version with bigger stencils. It will be used for a wedding ceremony of somebody in the family's child. The designs can be as plain. So, what is this colorful spaghetti called palolo? Worms. And not just any worm, Polychaetus, which is a class of marine annelid worm. Red is male and green female. Some polychaetes have red blood and some have green blood. But the color of the balolo in this case is due to the color of the eggs and spawn. Once that is out, the balolo is colorless. The balolo settles in the medium to shallow reefs and burrows a dwelling. Much of the year they look like any other worm, but comes breeding time, the worm undergoes a remarkable transformation. Please note, the palm leaves used here are not just everywhere around. Special palm grows on specific places. It
Done
tastes
on a few
like
islands. They collect the mature nuts and shell them in the field. In handy baskets, the coconut is carried home and dried. When dried, it's known as copra. Weighed in bags, it leaves the island on the next ferry. Hard work, little money. What used to be a lifestyle is now replaced by synthetic product.
The VCO goes through all kinds of strainers and finally the cakes can be removed.
It is carefully scooped off. Now the VCO goes through 3 strainers to remove all impurities. And from here it goes to sun tanning for a couple of weeks. Not to get a tan, but to have the last and least bit of water evaporated. The end product, scented or not, virgin coconut oil.
Continuation. On this 21st birthday, she was dressed with this lovely yellow muzzy. All special occasions are dressed with tapa and muzzy. The big mats